Hi guys! In this episode of the Nostalgia Trip, I am excited to be continuing with my reactions to Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles The Next Mutation, a series that has had its ups and downs, for sure, but that I have for the most part, honestly, enjoyed decently. If nothing else, yeah, it has its issues with the action and the low budgetness of it all, but at the same time I do appreciate the voice acting. It's been pretty good. The writing has been pretty good as well. Like, the personalities of the turtles are probably my favorite thing about this series. These genuinely might be the best live action Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles in terms of their personalities, because the 90s trilogy are very bland and forgettable or annoying. There is no in between with them. And the 2010s live-action Turtles are better and a little bit more interesting, but those are also kind of blander compared to their cartoon counterparts. These ones, on the other hand, are genuinely entertaining and genuinely enjoyable, to the point where I genuinely feel like I will miss them once I am done with my reactions to this series. I'll genuinely miss seeing these turtles, because they're genuinely fun to hang with, you know? I really genuinely like them so much. I think after the 2003 Turtles and Rise of the TMNT Turtles, personality-wise, you know what, I think it's not really fair for me to right now think of the cup of which Turtles' personalities I like the most, but the point is, these ones are honestly up there, for sure, surprisingly. But yeah, there's definitely some good things about this series, some bad things about this series, and I will talk about all about that once we are done with it. But yeah, in today's episode, we are gonna be checking out episode 19, Like Brothers. Before we get into the reaction though, as usual, I do want to remind you that I would really appreciate it if you guys could help me out with my transition by donating to my Patreon, Coffee account, or my PayPal, because for those of you who didn't know, I am trans, and by doing so, you also get access to the full-on version of this reaction, as well as all of the reactions that I do on the channel, which includes cartoons, short live-action TV series, long live-action TV series, anime series, and movie full-length reactions. Alternatively, you can also just stick with the YouTube version of this reaction and simply like the video, but it is greatly appreciated if you do make the extra step of supporting me. You also can get access to Patreon and Coffee exclusive vlogs if you are interested in that. It's nothing really crazy, it's occasional 2-3 minute vlogs about something that happened during the day, but it is something that is mostly gonna stay on my Patreon and Coffee account unless the topic that I mention over there is something more major that I will be making a video about, like my transition experiences, where I have been vlogging them recently, and I will be doing a whole video eventually on the channel, but I'm still not going to be using any of the footage in those vlogs, so it's still exclusive for that. But yeah, if you don't care about any of that, that's fine. If you're here for the reaction, that's fine. Let's get into it, and hopefully we will enjoy it. So without further ado, let's get into episode 19, Like Brothers, in 3, 2, 1. I really wish the choreography in terms of the fighting was better in this series. That's the thing that really drags it down for me. Like, it's not like we don't have in Power Rangers these giant monsters in rubber costumes and don't have sick fights. They definitely can do sick fights. And even in this series, they've also done some sequences where the fighting has been exciting. But this is not it.
Face it, Leo. You're nothing but an oversized stuffed shell now. A cheesy cannoli. You're slow, unsure, weak, in a word, useless. Come on.
Be careful, Raph. Whenever you anger Leo, he tends to lose his shit.
Come on. Jump.
You don't want to get your head cut off like the Shredder.
No one respects you. We just let you stick around because we feel sorry for you.
This is getting nasty.
It is.
Don't tell me the cool, calm leader is gonna lose his temper. Whoa, I'm shaking. I'm shaking.
He does have that habit, though, for sure. Jeez. This reminds me a lot of, I believe it's like the third episode of the 2003 series where Raph loses his shit like that.
You are supposed to be family.
Family fights all the time,
Face
honestly.
it, Leo, 'cause it's killing me.
A classic case of sibling rivalry.
Well, I'm done swearing for the day. No, this ain't over. Come on.
You always have to do things your way, don't you, Raphael?
Yeah.
Says the leader who loves to boss people around.
Get out of my face, man.
Wrong, dude. I will not get out of your
Oh,
face.
is this the clip show episode? Oh
You're
man,
irresponsible. You put everyone
that's gonna be
at risk.
very annoying.
Yeah, so what? I got away.
Splinter saved your agreeable shell.
He did. You know, it's really weird how much effort they've put into the costumes of the original villains, and yet look how bad the fucking outfits for the Foot Clan look. They look cheap as fuck. I'm kind of partially glad that we actually have completely original villains for this series, because I don't have to compare them to anything that exists. You know, I can take them for what they are.
Difference is, we're all flying together. I didn't go off on my own, because I don't have anything to prove.
Hey, wait a second.
Come on, Raph. You're the one who started this with all the digs.
Hey, you saying this is Raph's fault?
Well,
Don't you two start too?
I'll still beat you on 1 foot.
Don't talk to me about Foot. We almost lost Splinter because you led the Foot back here.
You know, at least they're doing this in like a character-driven manner. They're doing this clip show while trying to kind of do some character development. I can appreciate that.
Phone first.
How promising the beginning of the season was. Remember that, guys? The excitement.
What is happening here?
Welcome, Ninja Master. I fear your dream is about to
I think one of the reasons why I'm so into this series is definitely because it reminds me of Power Rangers. Like the tone and everything and the style is so Power Rangers, and I'm a big Power Rangers fan. Especially like that scene with like Splinter in that dream realm really gives off Power Rangers vibes. I can't wait to get to react to Power Rangers. That would be really fun.
Think about it.
But it's probably gonna be years into the future from now.
For us.
They'll try to seal up the exits. We should make sure we...
Because there's a lot of shows that I want to cover before that I have planned to cover before that.
Leo's always dissing Raph.
Raphael is the most inconsiderate, self-absorbed, me guy I know.
No matter how dangerous the situation, one of them always finds time to slam the other. A plan. We need
Yeah, that's because Leo knows that Raph is the only one who can possibly challenge him, and frequently does challenge him. But I'm talking about challenge him as a leader. That's a complex that Leo's character has. Because outside of being a leader, he doesn't really have much to his being, his personality.
Control freak.
Our way is defensive, never offensive. We let them bring the fight to us.
Wrong. We hit him high, we hit him low, we mow him down. Total terrification.
That's not the way of the ninja. We're defensive, not offensive.
Yeah, well, dragons are offensive to me. But still,
I'm not sure
calling the mean green over
that it
something
says
just
in
because
any
they can
ninja
is
guidebook that you have to only defend yourself and never attack.
I do not know.
But maybe I just don't know anything about
for his
ninjas.
own school.
Raphael is a brave warrior.
Come on, you monks!
I have changed my mind. Master,
There's a big difference between brave and careless, and I would say Raph is closer to the latter than the former. He is brave, but he's also very careless.
fight defensively. Hit it, Mikey.
Your ninja moves are creating a spirit-free environment.
You know, in particular, I think this series reminds me so much of Power Rangers Jungle Fury. I don't know if I mentioned this before, I might have, but it really reminds me of that.
Hey, check it out, Venus.
Welcome to the Battling Mutants Hour. Leonardo, always right and often wrong. Raphael, mean green and blowing steam.
What are you guys doing? What? Are you what? Well, I definitely know what's gonna be the thumbnail. You know, I don't love this episode, but it's definitely more engaging than I thought it was gonna be.
Yeah, don't worry. I'm leaving.
No, why are you leaving?
Sure.
Just make up already.
But Raph's the one who started it, so it's only fair that he leaves. Leo's the one who shell-quaked Raph. Leo should go. Well, if Leo goes...
How about nobody leaves and you start acting like fucking adults? I know you're Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, but still.
You guys are like brothers. You care about each other. And you are there for Leo. Just like Leo's there for you. Admit it.
Why is she the only sane one?
Raph's bag.
Hey! No! Jerk!
Whether you want to admit it or not, Leonardo, you care about Raphael.
But sometimes I can't stand him.
I understand.
That's just being
You're
family.
too strong a leader to be so angry at someone like a brother.
Do you think Vin Diesel would leave his family? Would kill out his family? What would Vin Diesel do? Man, that was such a sick episode.
You have always been able to deal when the going got weird.
Can you say taxidermy?
Can you say loser? No matter who acts impulsively, you are always in control.
So? I don't need Raphael around. I'm the boss.
Fools! I guess I should thank you for saving my life.
Oh yeah, remember the Shredder? You know, I recently learned that in the original comics of the Turtles, he actually gets defeated in like the first issue too. So that is actually accurate.
What about
Who would have
when you
thought?
finally nailed Oroku's son? Remember how sweet Raphael was with Andre?
Just an old man who was always causing trouble.
Well, that's not true, Andre. Having you around keeps us on our toes.
Wait, isn't this supposed to be an episode after this?
What do you say? The Raphael some sort of saint?
I'm so fucking tired of Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles series being fucking stupid when it comes to their fucking episode order. It already was fucking messed up and I had to reorder the episodes, and now apparently I'm seeing clips from an episode that was aired after this. Like, how can they keep fucking it up? It has happened in every incarnation so far except the 1987 series, I think. But there's plenty of time for the 1987 series also to fuck it up, so... Hey, of course, we couldn't have an episode without that stupid starting up the car and motorbike scene.
Leo, where are you going? I'm the one who's out of here.
Go squid! I'll leave!
Oh, no, you don't. I'm leaving.
Not if I leave first!
Oh, my cracked shell.
So now you're fighting about who's gonna leave? Stop it! What are you, 5?
Excuse me?
Leonardo, fighting words with physical violence isn't right. But fighting with angry words isn't right either, Raphael. And you two aren't any better.
Hey.
Acting like a couple of babies arguing over who's right and who's wrong. Ugh.
Based Venus.
You ticked her off.
That's why she's the best character.
It was you two goofballs.
I thought she was gonna be very annoying and bad, but she's genuinely one of the best parts of the series.
A little shinobi meditation will go
I'm honestly mad that they haven't included her in other incarnations yet. Make her part of the team officially. I think it's about time for that to happen.
Actually, the Mutation's babe always knows what she's talking about.
What is going on?
That audio of the cymbals in the background was so weird. I heard it like behind me. Like, hear that? For some reason I'm hearing it behind me. What the hell? Okay, So that was episode 19. It was, I don't hate it. It wasn't as boring or as annoying as some other episodes of this series have been, but I still don't like that it's like a clip show. I would have preferred a actual storyline episode and not a clip show, but still, for what it was, I'm glad that at least they kind of created this character development moment to as a way to drive the story forward, and it's not just, oh, let's remember this bullshit for no reason whatsoever. So that was actually pretty interesting, but it still doesn't really feel like it actually mattered much in terms of developing their characters and developing their relationship. I still think it would have been better if they actually made it like matter, if like the turtles were increasingly fighting with each episode, and after this episode they stopped fighting constantly. I think that could have been actually a very creative way of doing the clip show, building up and making it important as to why they're showing to us all these stuff that have happened in the past, you know? So yeah, it was decent. It was cool to kind of be reminded of some of the cool moments in this series, but there's not really much to this episode, you know? So I don't even know how to rate it. Like, yeah, it was okay, but it's not like it's a masterpiece. It's not like I want to rewatch it, but it was fine. I expected worse, I guess is the best way to put it. So because of that, I guess in terms of a rating, I'm gonna go with a 7.6 out of 10. Because as good as it may be, as creative as it may be based on the standards of this series and my expectations for this series, it was pretty good, you know? But it still could have been better, could have had more impact, and there's still more ways it could have been improved. And I can't give a clip show episode much higher than this, you know? But yeah, I am curious though, what do you guys think about these two episodes? So, comment your thoughts down below, and let's have a discussion about this. And also, before we end this video, I just want to give a huge shout out to my currently 2 patrons on Patreon, Deadpool and Corvidead. Thank you guys for your support, I really appreciate it. It really means a lot to me. You have decided to support me, have continued to support me in such a long time. Hope you continue to enjoy my content and continue to support me going forward. Thank you very much. And yeah, hope you guys enjoyed this video, and if you did, please leave a like, subscribe. Also, check out the description to my Wattpad, where I post my stories, because in addition to doing all these videos on my channel, I'm also a writer. And if you enjoy my stories, or simply enjoy my videos, you can head over to my Patreon, my Coffee account, or my PayPal, where you can pledge support and help get the channel going, help support me so I can keep writing the stories you enjoy. But if you don't want to do any of that, that's completely fine. You can still help me out in other ways, like liking this video, subscribing to the channel, and especially sharing this video with somebody who you think might enjoy it. And I think that's pretty much it for this video, so hopefully I'm gonna see you in the next one. Bye!